Hey there, so I was reading the fan mail today, and I see that Lot Lizard 8609652XZ says, "Hey kid, what's the most important thing to remember when shooting a handgun?" And I have an easy answer for you. Never forget the bling. Hey, all kids here with the BERSA, and first time I've had BERSA on the channel. It is the BERSA Thunder 380 ACP. So I wanted to do a little unboxing. And I thought it was kind of unique as I had not seen this color configuration before. What I mean by that, let's go ahead and open it up. Put that aside at the moment. So it comes with this case. Underneath the case, you'll find your owner's manual, and you'll find a safety key. I'll show what that is in a little bit. Here's what you can expect. I'm going to take the bag off so you don't have all the glare. There you go. So I've been looking at these for a while, and when I was checking out the other 380 on the Taurus Spectrum, I decided to take a look at this guy. And when I saw it in these this color format, the black or they may call blue, and the gold parts, I thought it was really cool looking. So I went ahead and picked it up. Let's go ahead and take that out. So normally with a new gun, I like to show it right out of the box and then touch on a couple things, but really like to clean it up and get some of the manufacturer grease and stuff off of it and do the initial takedown and then come back to the table with it. So I think I'm going to do that now. So I will put you all on pause and then come back to you. Hey there, I'm back. So I just took the magazine and the gun and cleaned off some excess oil and some of the stuff that came from the manufacturer. Just a quick wipe down. With that said, I guess I'll start with the features of the gun. Now this is going to be a polymer rubberized grip. It's going to have a 3.5-inch barrel. And again, it's a decent size for a 380, so it's not the smallest, and it's probably not the biggest out there, but I think it feels pretty good in the hand. It appears to have the 3-dot sight picture, which I like. It appears to be adjustable for windage, and the front appears to be obviously fixed for you wouldn't be able to do elevation on it. With that said, there are a couple safety features, and that's why I wanted to show the key. If you can see this, there's fire safe. Your little key would go in here, and you can lock up the gun. It would be unable to be used if it were on safe. So you with kids, you may appreciate something like that. I have my snap caps in here. Another safety would be the magazine safety. The magazine must be in it for it to shoot. Then you have an external safety, and it also doubles as decocker. Now racking that slide feels really good on this gun. It doesn't feel like a cheap toy. It feels like a gun in your hand, which I appreciate. And I do appreciate on certain guns, depending what they are and who they're made by, I do appreciate the double action, single action, having a hammer, and also having the safety / decocker. There you go. Obviously it's on one side. Now you see how this other little gold bar right here is elevated? That's because that's your loaded indicator. It's telling you there's something in the chamber. So quite a few safeties on here. Let's see if I can rack it once. Hopefully it spits something out. And it does. And now we're in single action mode. So I guess we'll show you what that looks like. So there's not a whole lot of travel. There's the brake. That is a lot cleaner than that last Taurus I showed. And I think a lot of it too is this double action, single action does a lot for that trigger. So if I decock it, now let's see what that looks like. Safe. It's in fire. Yeah, you can feel a lot more. But I think that would be fine as well. For the most part, with these, you're usually going to be shooting them in single action. And it has a hold open, which is nice. So far, I'm pretty impressed. I wish it came with an extra magazine. But the fit and finish looks real nice. Let's maybe throw another one of these in here. See if the slide comes down. Pull the trigger again. And let's decock it. Yeah, I think I'm really going to like this guy. As long as it's functional, I think I am. And from what I've seen, they're pretty reliable handguns. Now, I did pull out the good old Glock 42, just so you guys can get a size comparison on them. I don't know how good that is, but maybe this way. Now, Glock 42 is also known as being a little bit bigger of a 380. So they're pretty close. And I really like the Glock 42. I mean, this is definitely one of my keepers. So hopefully this shoots well, and this will also be one of my keepers. Definitely I could feel a little the weight difference going here. But again, it makes it feel like a solid gun. Almost like a 9mm. That's just my thoughts anyway in holding this. This feels very solid. It looks damn cool. I'll have to wear my rings when I shoot that. Let's see, am I missing anything here? I think I mentioned, if I didn't, the one magazine made in Argentina, gun made in Argentina. And they will give you, BERSA will give you a 1-year warranty to the original buyer. And then after that, it's called a lifetime service. So they won't cover things like grips and external stuff, but any defects, malfunctions internally, supposedly if you're original owner, they'll still repair your gun. I think I did mention that was a polymer rubberized grip. The grip feels good. And especially when you have the magazine in that piece covering your pinky. And I do like the tail here. It really lets you come up on the handgun. And I really, really like that. And all of these items here, the slide stop, the decocker, you see how your thumb just sits right here in this groove? I really don't see any of this getting in my way. It's not obnoxious. Besides it being gold, you might think it's obnoxious, but as far as its size, it's not obnoxious. Again, I think I'll get along with that 3-dot picture. A lot of times I have issues with the 380 sight picture, but this one looks pretty good because I do think it is a cool gun. And I have not seen it with these gold features on YouTube yet. So hopefully people will get excited about the bling. So here's a takedown lever, and this is my first BERSA, so hopefully I will not fumble as I may. And I don't think I have another snap cap in there. Did I mention I really like the slide? And I think you're going to see why I'm liking the slide right now, is definitely on the takedown. Okay, so I think I have to decock it. I'm going to hold this all the way forward, maybe with my finger here. This comes up and over. And that's why I'm liking it. Fixed barrel. And an uncaptured, very large spring. So with this being very sturdy, this being a fixed barrel with this large spring, I think that's why I'm enjoying the racking of the slide. And I think that's why it's going to be very functional when shooting it. I don't think you're going to have as many issues as you have with some other 380s. And you're definitely not going to have an accuracy issue. I've always found with the fixed barrels, that barrel's not moving. So pretty much, you know, if you're not having problems with the sights, it's the shooter and not the gun. So I think this is going to be a fun shooter and a very functional shooter. So I'm really excited to have it in the collection. I'll take it out shooting. Let's see if I can put this back together. Now with those fixed barrels, you always have to come up and over, right? So let's see if I can make this work. That seemed very easy to do. You notice maybe as I was doing that, I actually decocked it. So I think it's important maybe to hold your finger here when you're grabbing these. Hold your finger right underneath this instead of pushing down on it. See if I can show that. So I wouldn't rack it this way, but obviously I'm right-handed. But I think if you hold underneath this, you won't come into a problem of dropping this accidentally. So I did want to touch a little bit on what I'll be breaking it in with. So I'm going to try it out with these three. The Fiocchi full metal jacket, round tip, and you're going to see a trend here. That's a 95 grain. The Christina Aguilera, about the same. 95 grain, ball ammo. And then we have our Elite Performance by Sig Sauer. This is the only one that has any little bit of a flat tip on it. And why I said there's, you know, kind of a trend here is I found a lot of 380s to be finicky with flat-nosed ammunition. Now, I have not found that issue to be true with the Sig Sauer because it's really not that flat. It's rounded for the most part. So I will purchase a box of really flat ammo as long as these three fire fine and I break it in and I know the gun's functioning as it should. You want to take one more look. So initial thumbs up by Kid. Have a great day, weekend, whatever it may be, and I'll talk to you soon. My pin pan is real strong. I said, where's my money? Kiss the ring. So here on QVC today, we have this beautiful BERSA with the gold parts.